Hi, I'm John Townsend, and today I've got with me Michael Dragoo. What are we cooking today, Michael?
Today we're gonna boil a trout.
Thanks for joining us today on 18th Century Cooking. So, Michael, tell us a little bit about this recipe.
Sure, I found this in a Martha Washington's Book of Cookery.
Okay.
Her first husband was Daniel Custis, and that family inherited a cookbook through marriage, and it fell down through the generations. These recipes are coming from the 1670s, 1680s.
So these are trout fillets?
These are just trout fillets. I bought it at the store. We're going to take the skin off. Alrighty.
Okay, so these look beautiful. They've got their skin off of them. Yep. Now, what do we do next with them?
I'm just going to cut them into chunks.
Okay.
In preparation for putting them in the liquid.
So how big of chunks are we doing?
I'm just going to do about an inch square. All right, we're going to start making the sippets. If you could take care of that, I'll get the sauce going.
Okay. Yeah, sippets in this circumstance are the it's another term for sops, or a little toasted thing that you would put in a soup. In this case, I'm going to cut these up and I'll cook these in a pan, make them into giant croutons.
It's almost like a toast point today, just something to sop up the leftovers. This is a simple sauce. All we did was melt some butter. The recipe is very concise. It's however much you want. So it's some butter and some white wine. I used a sweet wine, a cheap sweet wine. It's salt to taste, it's ginger to taste, and a couple of sprigs of rosemary. So if you were producing more material, you'd have more of each of those ingredients. This is a full immersion or a partial immersion, doesn't matter. If you've only got enough sauce to cover half the trout, then you're going to spoon some sauce over the trout to poach it. We have enough depth here that I'm going to fully immerse the trout into this. Alrighty, I think we're up to boiling. I'm going to take it off the fire and introduce the trout.
While he's getting the trout cooked over there, I'm going to get these little sippets toasting up in our pan.
I'm going to introduce the fish in here. I don't want the trout to be boiled in the sauce because I don't want the trout to fall apart. This is just going to be lightly poaching it.
We need to poach this for about 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay, here are our sippets.
Oh, there we go.
And,
let's plop a couple in there.
Okay.
And I'm going to spoon some.
There we are.
Some trout on there.
You know, it smells great. That rosemary is something a little different. I'm not used to in cooking, but it looks beautiful.
I wouldn't have put ginger with trout either. So.
Yeah. So let's try this. I'm going to try a whole sippet with.
Yep. Same thing.
Whoa, that is great.
That's good.
The fish was just so lightly cooked,
but
it's perfectly cooked all the way through. And all it took was that heat that was just residual in the pan and in the cooking sauce.
Nope, it's wonderful.
And it did not take very long at all. You were just done just like that. And the flavors are amazing.
Well, I've got the recipe right here. I'll just tell you how easy it is to boil a trout. Cut each trout in pieces, then boil it in white wine, some butter, as much salt as will season it, a little rosemary, some grated or sliced ginger. When it's boiled, serve it up with sops or sippets laid in the bottom of each sides of each dish. That's it. We're all guessing it. How much fish, how much of any of these materials, that's all to taste. And we tried it the first time, and it's really good. I don't know what I'd do differently.
Yes.
So
I wouldn't do a thing differently. It doesn't need any more spices. It doesn't need any more cooking. It's perfect.
Right.
Make sure to give this one a try. I want to thank you. I want to thank Michael for bringing this, but I want to thank you for coming along with us as we savor the flavors and the aromas of the 18th century. If you're new to our channel, I want to welcome you. You can subscribe by clicking the button right up here. Also, check out our related videos. Thanks so much for watching.